from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, right goes Hopkins. Right to the air is Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. You talk about this Miami defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And they're using him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive. INT. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins in 8 prior to that defeat.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watch it, Oscar. Double one, high. Low. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
So zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Owen. Hey, middle. Sit hard.
Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Go check. Viking 18.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Shut up.
take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hills hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Hooked up with 15 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 4-yard line.
Henry again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
First down.
That one goes for 8 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Solo left corner, long, long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught inside the 20. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now 13-7.
Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Middle.
Now Jackson. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now it's Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Nice hot.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Two are going to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
DC ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Devon Achane to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot. Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX. Ready, shot.
Now Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go ahead. Out.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out. 21G, 21G. Yeah. Get on.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Turbo 1.
They'll run. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Go ahead.
Gordon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Ravens 20. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Hey, hey. What is it?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
That's why I never ask for help. I'd do it for you.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it.
Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
180. 180. 180. Nice shot.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. This one. Still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready. What?
Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Andrews. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Get my name big, but I ain't crab, I be genuine. Words of Virginia, I just sold my nigga song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manhattan.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Mitchell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Hill shedding the tackle.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Back at his own 6-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Step. All right, fellas. 21G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
60 Eagles.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
All right, go. Ready. Hey, 21 TA. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Corner, long. Watch it, Oscar. Out!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Number 1, hard. 20, TX. Hey. Help!
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Number 1, hard. Funny, TX.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go. Corner, long. 21G, 21G. Scott. Hey, 21 TX. Hey, motion.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Watch it, Oscar. Hey, 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 hey!
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready. Out, double one, high. Ready.
Throwing Tua.
Buying time to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
38, Dolphins 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
We go from Larry inside, they're ready to grab them. Then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the cool at the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 10.
44. Ready. Hey, 21 TX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Down the left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a...
Here's Tua. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Ravens 38. Dolphins 27. Jason Sanders to kick
Now
off
after
for
the
Miami.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 20 TX. Double 1 high.
Tua.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Being chased out left. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatlining. The level of everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A higher score.